What up, Rain Gang? What up, Rain Gang? What is up, Rain Gang? The Ravens lose to the Eagles 24-19. This is a Sutton Reacts video slash live stream. I am absolutely pissed right now, to say the least. I want to know how y'all feel too. So if you're in here in the live chat, sound off in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this game. Again, Ravens losing 24-19. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling. Um, Let me see. Spencer says another inconsistent Monken game. Lamar was a tad off and Tucker killed us. Sour taste in the mouth. Absolutely. I agree with that one. I do think that Monken early on in this game, there were a couple questionable play calls, right? And but I think more so Lamar Jackson was just off on a couple of his throws in this first half. He made a lot of good plays, extending the play and getting the ball off when he needed to for big conversions, things like that. But there were certain spots where he just blatantly missed his target, and that was very frustrating to see. What's going on, Shamil? Says Sutton, I did not see this shit coming. I did not see it coming either. At all. Like, at all. I'm pissed off. I'm going to get into more of it later, but I am pissed off right now. So much so that I am drinking. I'm not going to lie. I'm so pissed off I'm drinking. That's what the Ravens got me doing right now. That's how frustrating this game was from the second quarter and on. First quarter was cool. Loved the first quarter, right? Defense was playing pretty well. Offense was lights out. Firing on all cylinders, right? But from the second quarter on, it just seemed like we weren't even playing whack-a-mole anymore, right? It wasn't even just like the offense wasn't performing, but the defense was performing and vice versa. Nobody was doing anything. Nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Not offense, not defense, not special teams. I was pissed. I was pissed. Let me see. Shamil says, Sutton, I had to spark up, brother. I feel you. Shamil, I will do that in a minute here after I get off a live. My guy Pope. I love my guy Pope. This is my guy Pope. I love him so much. Shout out to you, Pope. He is a Commanders fan. Shout out to them. They got the W today. We did not. Pope says Justin Tucker keeps this a one-score game, SMH. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna get into Justin Tucker. I am. I'm gonna get into him. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. J1213 says, why did we get Diontae Johnson? Okay, let me sit up for this one. Listen up. I said this on the YouTube short, right? I told all of you guys, Diontae Johnson is a bad pickup. Why? Why are we going out and not drafting? Why are we going out and trading for a number 2, fringe number 3 wide receiver when we are a run first team? Derrick Henry was averaging how much a carry this game? How much a carry? Let me see. He was averaging 4.3 yards a carry this game. 4.3 yards a carry. I'm not saying like that's like groundbreaking or whatever, because it's not. But it just goes to show we are a run first team. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, maybe Keaton Mitchell when he gets back finally, right? We want to run the ball. But for some reason, for some strange reason, we try to get away from that. Very frequently. Aside from that, Diontae Johnson, again, let me not get off topic. Why did we go out and trade for him? We're not using him at all. We're not using him. I said this when we traded for him. The hierarchy, like the priority list of like weapons on offense, he's going to be way down the totem pole. Why do we have him? There's no reason. I'm getting mad right now. I'm upset. I'm upset. Let me see what y'all are saying here in the chat. Shamil Malik says Bateman goes out. We're the receivers we traded for. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We went out and traded for Diontae Johnson for what? This feels very similar to when we traded for Deshaun Jackson a couple of years ago. For what? You know we're run first. You know we have other needs on this team. Eric DaCosta, wake up! Wake up! I don't get it. I don't understand. Losing games like this just does not sit right with me. This is the second loss to an NFC team for Lamar Jackson. That's on his record now. That's on Lamar's record now. 2 losses to NFC teams. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Why didn't we put in Diontae Johnson? I don't know. A shutout in the second half is absolutely insane. I don't understand that. I don't get that. I mean, offense in the first half was humming, doing exactly what they needed to do, right? There were no problems, no issues in the first half. In the first quarter. Lamar Jackson was doing his thing. By the way, let me mention Lamar Jackson, when you choose to run the damn football, you are lethal. You are lethal. You have 10 yards and damn near 2 steps. You make up 10 yards in 2 steps. Run the damn football. I don't get it. There were still times in this game where I felt like Lamar Jackson should have just taken off with the football. Maybe one guy miss and got the first down, whatever it is, right? But it's just crazy to me. I just don't understand, like, sometimes why he just refuses to tuck the football and take off with it. Why? I'm sorry if I'm loud right now. I'm just upset. I'm a little bit angry. Taquan in the house says, hey, Sutton, I know we lost, but I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Taquan, I was having a very, very good day. I was having a great day. I've been in a great mood all day long. I really have. But, I expected the Ravens to come on today at 4 p.m. and get a W, and they just didn't. And it was just such a frustrating loss, right? Because like the first quarter gave you so much promise that this was going to be another one of those, okay, Ravens are just going to kind of cruise and coast along to victory. Maybe a little bit bumpy here and there, but we're going to coast to victory. Nope. Not today. The Ravens after the first quarter couldn't pick up anything. Keenan Rickett says Aguilar and Mandrews dropped touchdowns. I'm hurt. Yeah, Mandrews made up for it for me. Mandrews, he did his thing today. He did have that drop that was supposed to be a touchdown in the first quarter, but throughout the game, he made catch after catch after catch, and I just cannot be upset with Mark Andrews, man. I mean, especially after all the criticism that he's faced this year, and I talked about this on the last stream. We owe collectively as a fan base, we owe Mark Andrews an apology because this is a guy in my Chris Collinsworth voice, right? This is a guy who time and time again, especially down the stretch in this season, has showed up for this Ravens team and showed up for Lamar Jackson, right? Yes, he did drop that first one in the first quarter, but he pulled down the one in the end zone where I had no idea why Lamar Jackson threw that pass. 80 people watching live right now. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with Lamar Jackson throwing that pass in the first quarter for the touchdown to Mark Andrews, because I didn't. I was like, bro, there's like 3-4 defenders around Mark Andrews. Why are you throwing that football? But he threw it. Andrews caught it. I think he knew he had to catch it after missing that first one in the first quarter. But besides the point, it was an amazing, phenomenal play. Mark Andrews, I'm not mad at you. Aguilar, I can't be too mad at you either. The drops that he had, They were very, very tough catches to make. Very, very tough catches. Wish he could have made them, yes. Wish he could have made them. It probably would have made a difference, yes. But very, very tough catches to come down with, for sure. I can say that. Very, very tough ones. Let me see. Pope says, don't crash out about Diontae. You called it. I did, man. I did. Kimberly in the house says, I'm still mad at the game. We need a backup kicker. Oh, my goodness. I am going to get into Justin Tucker. Give me a minute. It's still early. Shamil Malik says, I'm telling you, man, after Lamar missed likely on that wide open, everything fell apart for the offense after that. I can agree. I mean, it just feels like after that first quarter, we couldn't get anything going on offense. It's just as simple as that. Like nothing was working. Defense started falling apart in the second half as well, and that was disheartening to see. But the offense, man, like after that first quarter, we just could not get anything. We couldn't get anything. And shout out to the Eagles defense. They did their thing. The defensive line stepped up. Lamar Jackson was under duress and whatnot, but this Ravens offense was just bad today. It was bad. Let me see what else y'all are saying here in the chat. If you're here watching live, 80 people watching live right now. Thank you so much for watching this episode of PRP Live. Dre says Lamar was real hesitant. Running the ball was highly annoying. Yeah. I mean, I've been saying this all year. I've been saying this. And today I felt like he was a little bit more decisive running the football. And when he did run the football, oh my gosh. The burst from Lamar Jackson, the guy makes up 10 yards in 2 steps. 10 yards in 2 steps. A first down for every 2 steps for Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson's what, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. He might be 6'2". I don't know. He's somewhere in that range, 6'2" to 6'4". But the guy, his strides, I don't know if it's necessarily his strides or just how fast he is. But the guy makes up ground like it's nothing. I wish he would run the ball a little bit more often like he used to back in the earlier parts of his career. I do. But he doesn't. He looks to throw a little bit more than he should. And I can't expect, here's where I'm wrong, right? Here's where I'm wrong, and here's where you're wrong as a fan. We cannot expect Lamar Jackson to be perfect in deciding whether or not to run or pass on every single broken down passing play. We cannot. It's hard. It's so hard to like judge him on like, oh, you should have ran it here, or you should have threw it to this receiver. It's so hard to do that because like Lamar Jackson, like he sees the guy open, or at least semi-open. He feels like he can make that pass. He can complete that pass, right? And sometimes he goes for the pass. Sometimes he tucks it down and he goes for the run. I wish more often he would go for the run because there's a lower probability of something going wrong when you run the football, right? Like, I think football, just like if you place a parlay on FanDuel or DraftKings, whatever you bet on, right? If you do that, there's a lower probability of something going wrong when you just simply tuck the football and run it yourself. When you are scrambling outside of the pocket and you find somebody who may be semi-open and you feel like you want to get the ball to them, there's a lower chance of that play working than if you just tuck the football and run for 7 or 8 yards for the first down. Maybe even 6 yards, 5 yards. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Right? I'm mad right now, Rain Gang. I am. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. My name is Sutton Def. I have a co-host. His name is Simply AS10. You might know him. He makes some crazy highlight videos. We're going to be reacting to this game tomorrow again. This is my initial reaction to the game. I just don't know why Lamar Jackson sometimes decides to just force the throw when the run lanes are there. I just don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let me see what else you guys are saying here in the chat. Abraham Diallo says this is not a group poised for a Super Bowl run 5 weeks from now. I agree. What I will say is back in 2012, the last time we won the Super Bowl, the Ravens were very bad before the postseason. They were very, very bad. They lost multiple games in a row before the postseason, and they came back to win the Super Bowl that year. So I'm not going to say it's over. I'm not going to say we're down and out of this one. But I will say that the Ravens have some soul searching to do. Some huge soul searching. A lot of it has to do with special teams. Justin Tucker was not the only one today who let me down. Tylan Wallace also let me down on multiple occasions. I don't know if any of the 75 of you watching right now agree with me on this one. I don't know if any of the 75 of you watching right now saw what I saw, but Tylan Wallace messed up on multiple plays tonight. I'm talking about muffed punts. I'm talking about fielding it where you shouldn't. I'm talking about all the things that you should not do as a punt/kick returner. He did today, and it pissed me off. Again, I'm mad tonight. I'm drinking. I'm upset. Rain Gang, I'm upset. Let me see what y'all are saying in here. I want to get y'all in the conversation. RJ says, for Diontae Johnson is not the fact that we need or needed him, but it is certainly better than Aguilar or Wallace and Wallace combined. Just put the best talent out on the field and please change the guard. Listen, RJ, you're my boy. I like you a lot. But here's my thing. If Diontae Johnson was a better option than Nelson Aguilar and Tylan Wallace, I think he would be out on the field. I need to stick around and see what Jeff Zaribek says is the percentage of snaps that Diontae Johnson played. If any of you guys know it, please drop it in the chat. I'm not sure. But I think that Diontae Johnson is not getting the receptions that he, I don't want to even say deserves, but I guess you could say needs, right? To kind of justify the purchase. He's not getting those because we are not a pass first team. We're not. Okay? We are a run first football team. What does that mean? That means we run the ball before we pass the ball. So bringing in a middle-aged wide receiver who was a fringe wide receiver 2 in the middle of the season is not conducive to winning football games. It's not. I'm sorry. It just isn't. Again, I'm sorry if I'm loud. I'm just a little bit upset right now. Let me see. Who is Skywalker says if Lamar Jackson does not have a great game, we cannot win. Simple as that. Yeah. Duh. Simple as that. Shout out to you, Skywalker. I appreciate that comment because you're spot on. Yeah. I mean, if Lamar cannot go out there and have an MV3 performance, and guess what? National media tomorrow, guess who the blame is going on? That's right. Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is catching all the heat, all the blame for today's loss. All the blame for today's loss. It's crazy. See what else y'all are saying. Don Royal says Monken is trash. Who is Skywalker says Tylan was bad for sure. Yeah, he was. I feel wrong for blaming him. I mean, no, don't feel wrong. I have been the main Tylan Wallace truther for the past, since he was drafted. Since he was drafted from Oklahoma State University, I was a big Tylan Wallace fan. I was there when he ran back the game-winning touchdown, the punt return against the Rams. I was actually at the bank for that game. I love me some Tylan Wallace. He did not play well today. It's okay if you feel bad for blaming him, because he's been such a good player, so consistent. Whenever the play comes his way, he shows up. So I get why you feel bad for blaming him, but he did have a bad game today. He had a bad game. I got to take a breath. Guys. This is a lot. This is a lot right now. Go Man says, cheers, man. It will be okay. Just got to start stacking wins. Yeah, man. I mean, Go Man. Listen. At what point are we going to go on this run, right? At what point are we going to go on a run that really starts to peak us at the right time? At this point, I really don't know. We're a game and a half behind the Steelers in the division. Really wish they could have lost today to the Bengals. They did not. And here we are. We got to win out. That's what it is at this point. Me and Alex will talk about it together tomorrow. But as of right now, the Ravens, we got to win out to be in any sort of position. It's just where we're at. And you know what? I can attribute that to us losing to the fucking Raiders. Excuse my language, right? The Raiders and the Browns and, of course, the Chiefs in week 1. But specifically, the Raiders and the Browns. Those 2 losses are coming back to haunt us right now. Because if we don't lose those games, this one stings a little bit less. It stings a lot for me because it's an NFC team, right? And like Lamar Jackson and this Lamar Jackson-led Ravens offense is known for beating up on NFC teams. Yet we could not get it done today. Couldn't get it done today. Embarrassing. Diontae didn't get a snap. Okay, that makes sense now. He did not get a single. I need to drink. Diontae Johnson did not record a single snap in this game. Neither did Marcus Williams, as he was a healthy scratch. We've got millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars just sitting on the table, not doing anything. And this is why I said when we went out and got Diontae Johnson, this is a bad move. Why? There's so many other needs on this team. Why do we need to not draft? Why do we need to trade for, a cut rate receiver? Why? It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Gomez says 8-5 is not too bad. It's bad for me. I expected 13-4, nothing less than that this season. We're already beyond it. Abraham says, weekly reminder that John Harbaugh is a special teams coach with a kicker who cannot kick, a punter who cannot punt, and returners who cannot return the ball. Special teams has been bad. I agree. I don't think they've been bad consistently, but I think they've been bad consistently enough, right? They've been bad enough to where it's like you have to kind of, poke your ears up at that and say like, hey, like, what the hell is going on here, Harbaugh? This is your unit. This is what you're known for, right? We got my guy Alex. What's going on, Alex? Appreciate you for coming through, man. We'll be on the show tomorrow, as you know. Says at the end of the day, maybe it's about the friends we made along the way. Shout out to Simply AS10. Shout out to Simply AS10. That's my brother right there. We will be live tomorrow, as y'all know. Let me see. We got Mod Boz in the house. His Steelers got the W today. Says preach, Alex. What's going on, Boz? Appreciate you for coming through. Let me see what else y'all are saying here before I get into what we really need to talk about today. Alex also says if we do not win out, then I won't take this team serious. I agree with that. Because if we don't win out, what can we really expect from this Ravens team? I'll tell you what I expect from this Ravens team if they don't win out. Nothing. I don't expect a damn thing out of this Baltimore team. I don't. I really don't. We've been embarrassing ourselves, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Oh, Jesus, man. All right. Let's go ahead. You know you're going to get a smile out of me, Simply. You know you're going to get a smile out of me, man. I love you, bro. I love you. Let's go ahead and get into Tucker. Let's get into Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker. Sound off in the comments, in the chat, what you think about Justin Tucker right now. Let me take a drink before I get into this. Okay. Justin, last name Tucker. I think it's time to have a conversation. No, I don't think. I know it's time to have a conversation about Justin Legatron Tucker. By the way, that nickname is gone, long gone. Yes, you hold the record for the longest field goal recorded in history. And I still appreciate you to this day for hitting that kick. But listen, for you to be this bad, this consistently is absolutely unacceptable. I can't accept it. I'm over here messing up my words because I'm so mad that Justin Tucker, we left at least a touchdown on the board today. We left 7 points on the board today. Justin Tucker, that's on you. That's on you. Okay? He made a couple, but you missed 3. You made 2, but you missed 3. It's embarrassing. How are you missing extra points? That extra point that was missed literally gave life to the Philadelphia Eagles and said, okay, we're not down 10. We're only down 9. We can do this. We can come back. That fired them up. Again, I'm sorry if I'm loud, but I'm just passionate about this, man. Like, I just don't understand what is going on with Tuck. He's only 34, 35 years old. Me and Alex talked about it on the last show. What is going on? Make the damn kicks. Make the kicks. Then he missed from 50. He missed from 40. It's like, bro, we left so many points on the board, and those points early on could have really shifted the momentum. It could have shifted the game plan of the Eagles. It could have shifted the game plan of the Ravens to make it more favorable for the Ravens. It could have. So I just don't understand, man. Like, what is going on with Tuck? What is going on with Tuck? Mod Bob's in the house says Boswell is better than Tucker. Hell, I agree. ATP at this point, I agree. It's crazy. It's crazy. I said this a while ago to Quan, an old yeller. That's what it's kind of feeling like right now. Yeah. You joined at the right time. Doombot. You did. These misses are hurting us so bad, J Prime. I just can't understand it. Like, bro, you're going out there for 40-yard field goals. You're going out there for extra points. We're talking 30 yards. And you're wide left, wide right. What is the... I tweeted it. You can follow me on X at Sutton Def. I tweeted it. I think it was maybe like halfway through the third quarter. I said, it's not field goal. It's touchdown or die at this point. That's what it felt like. Touchdown or die. Because the field goal was just not an option. We left so many points on the board because Justin Tucker could not bang one through. It's like, bro, we're used to you just being Automat Tuck, Legatron, all these monikers, all these nicknames. Take that shit away. He don't deserve to be called that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and blame Jordan Stout. All y'all who want to blame Jordan Stout, the holder. I'm not blaming him. No, I'm not. We had a lot of good years with Justin Tucker. We did. We had about 11 good years, over a decade of good Justin Tucker play, right? For the majority of that decade, he's been really, really good for the Ravens. Very, very good. Historically good. But right now, as we're trying to make this playoff push and this Super Bowl push in this Lamar Jackson era before his cap, Lamar Jackson's cap, that is, balloons to 25% of the cap after next year, Justin Tucker is not coming through for us. He's not doing what he needs to do. It's just as simple as that. Let me see what y'all are saying in here. Dylan, my guy Dylan says, it's like putting the family pet down. It's sad, but it needs to be done. I think we need to look in other directions. I really do. I think at the very very, very least, the Ravens need to go out and spend like maybe like a 4th or 5th round, 6th round pick on a kicker this offseason and at least make it a competition. Light a fire underneath Justin Tucker's ass, right? That says, hey, look, your replacement is right here. We drafted him. We spent draft capital. Hell, spend a 5th round pick. Spend a 5th round. Damn near a 4th. Spend damn near a 4th on a new kicker and light a fire under Justin Tucker's ass and say, hey, look, you got to make some kicks or else this kid's going to start. And you can go sing opera somewhere. Again, shout out to Justin Tucker. He's been so good for us. But right now, the performance is totally unacceptable. You missed 3 kicks today. That's the fact of the matter. You missed 3 kicks. 1 extra point. It's ridiculous. I can't. Let me see what else y'all are saying in here. Skywalker says, on another note, Jalen Hurts is not near Lamar Jackson at all, even in a bad game for Lamar Jackson. I can agree with that. Lamar Jackson had his moments in this game where he just showed why he should be MV3. He did. That first touchdown to Mark Andrews, he had no business throwing that ball to Mark Andrews. He did. And I give more credit to Mark Andrews than I do Lamar Jackson on that play. I really do. Because Mark Andrews really pulled that ball down in what was it? Triple coverage. Amazing. Love what I saw there from Mark. Lamar really took a risk there. And, you got to give it up to Lamar for taking that risk. But at the same time, that was a dangerous football. That was a dangerous ball. Very, very dangerous. Let me see what else y'all saying. Jen Morey says they will pick a kicker at 100% gonna happen. I hope so. I really do. Let me see what y'all say. Jalen is nowhere near Lamar. I mean, Jalen didn't play very, very well. I mean, there were certain spots. Again, that second quarter, he was just undeniable. Undeniable. I think he completed like maybe 10 to 12 passes in a row on us. And the defense had no answer. They had no answer, right? They came back in the second half. They had a little bit of an answer until it was a little too late. But in that second quarter, the Eagles just completely took the momentum from the Ravens, just stole it right out of their back pocket, pickpocketed from them, if you will. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, and I just don't know. I just don't know where this Ravens team goes from here. You know, like I just don't know because like I can say like it's like a game of whack-a-mole. Like, it started off the offense was humming, then the defense wasn't really doing anything. But then all of a sudden, the defense was playing really well, but the offense wasn't doing anything. And then in the second half, neither side of the football was doing anything. So I'm just kind of like at a crossroads here in terms of like what the Ravens need to do going forward. HBO Hard Knocks starts this week. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who is saying what in this locker room, what is going on. I think it's going to give us a lot more context on what is happening with our team right now. Let me see what y'all are saying. Taquan says, is it true that Justin Tucker got booed off the field? I don't know. I didn't see that. I was probably too busy yelling and screaming to the top of my lungs after he missed kicks to hear the boos. I was not at the bank today. So Denise says, do you think that the Ravens will make the playoffs? That's a good question. Very good question. I think that they will. Let me see the rest of the schedule here really quick. Give me 2 seconds. I'll pull it up. Ravens schedule. Let me see. Just lost to the Eagles, of course. Next week, not next week. So they have a bye. We have a bye. So we're on a bye. Thank goodness, right? We can get rested up. We can recoup. We can recover. We can kind of reconvene in a couple of different ways, and we can kind of revamp the playbook. Hopefully. Maybe not even revamp the playbook, but like just Justin Tucker, make your damn kicks. Make your damn kicks. That's what it boils down to for me. Let me stop sugarcoating shit. Okay? Let me stop sugarcoating shit. Make your damn kicks. You missed 2 field goals. That's 6 points right there. Then you missed an extra point. That's 7. We're a whole possession down because of Justin Tucker. Because of Justin Tucker. Make the damn kicks. It's as simple as that. I tweeted it. You can follow me on Instagram at SuttonDef. If Justin Tucker, if we make the playoffs, right, God willing, right, at this point, if we make the playoffs, if the Ravens make the playoffs, and Justin Tucker down the stretch of a playoff game misses an important kick, I will crash out. I will go the F off. I will. Even worse than what I'm doing right now. Even worse. I just don't. I can't, man. I can't. Denise, you're right. It's becoming annoying. It's beyond annoying. It's beyond annoying watching him miss kicks. Because it's left and right. It's like tip shots. You have to stay glued to the TV. Normally, anything Justin Tucker, 50 yards and below, I'm going to the bathroom, right? I already know. It's automatic. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to take a piss. I'm going to come back. We're going to be up 3 or 3 more points. Not anymore. Not anymore. That's the frustrating part about all of this, man. I have to stay glued, locked in to every single play. I should not have to be worried about special teams when my head coach is a special teams specialist. I shouldn't have to worry about that. I should not have to worry about that. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Almost 100 people watching live right now. Thank y'all so much for joining the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. This is your boy Sutton Def, who is completely frustrated right now after the Ravens lose 24-19 at home at the bank. 5 losses on the season. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. Timia Parker says this every week with this team. Absolutely right. Skywalker says Harbaugh said he has no plans to move on from Justin Tucker. I don't think that would be wise via Jeff Zarebeck. Look, that's really all Harbaugh. That's really all John Harbaugh can say right now. You know, I'm not going to be too mad at what he's saying. I will say this. He needs to go and have a talk with Justin Tucker and say, look, Justin, my name is John. I was brought onto this team as a special teams coordinator, right? If there's one area in this team where we cannot F up, it's special teams, okay? So please do not F up the special teams. And he has done that consistently. Consistently. It's just, it's embarrassing. It's crazy. Denise dropping the $5 super chat in the chat. Super sticker. Appreciate you so much for coming through, dropping the super chat, making it rain here on this Purple Rain report of the Purple Rain podcast. The $5 super chat. We appreciate you, Denise. We appreciate you. We got Chicken Box in the house. Says Harbaugh does not have a plan ever. When has he ever made a plan that works? It's tough. It's tough because Harbaugh, I mean, you never really know what's going on behind the scenes because the Ravens are very, they keep their hand very close to the chest and they're very private, right? As they should be, So we really don't know who the plan is coming from or what, but it seemed to be, and it has seemed to be past tense, that is, over the course of this entire season, a lack of preparation on special teams, right? Special teams has just not been good. Right? From the missed field goals to the muff punts to this and that in the third. It just has not been good at all. And I can't wait to hear what Alex has to say about it on tomorrow's episode of the show. I know he's going to go off about it, just like I am right now. But this is just, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Let me pull up the schedule one more time as the Ravens finish out this season. So, of course, we have the bye coming up, and then there's the Giants, 1 p.m. Eastern time, CBS game at New York. And then we have the Steelers at home, Texans on Christmas Day, and then the Browns to finish up the regular season. So it's looking like out of these last 4 games, right? What are the Ravens going to do? What are the Ravens going to do? I think we can beat the Giants on the road. They're still kind of shuffling quarterbacks. We'll see what they do there. The Steelers at home, again, going to be a very, very tough one, but it's going to be a must win. At this point, going to be a must win. We just lost to the damn Eagles. An NFC team. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Clip this and put it on your Twitter. Embarrassing. The Ravens losing to the Eagles? Embarrassing. Let me take a drink. I just can't, man. 80 people watching live right now. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Shout out to Denise for the super chat donation. We appreciate that as always. Let me see here. Embarrassing loss to the Eagles. Embarrassing loss. I mean, and now we're going up against the other team, the only other NFC team that we lost to next, the Giants. That's the next matchup, December 15th at 1 p.m. Embarrassing loss today. Embarrassing. Steelers after that, like I said, at home, at the bank. Toss up, hit or miss. Ravens at Texans. I will actually be at that game. Yes, sir. In Houston, Texas. I will be at that game. Hopefully we win that one. I will be rooting on our boys. Hopefully nobody throws any drinks at me, anything at me. If they do, I might have to F them up. I'm not going to lie. Rain Gang. I'm not playing none of that. I ride for my boys. Let me see. And then Browns at Ravens to finish out the season. Like I said, should win. But should win. Simply says, I would have crashed out. Not gonna lie, respect for going live. I'm crashing out right now, bro. You see me. I'm mad as hell. Alex. I'm mad as hell. I didn't even want to subject you to this, but I'm pissed. Let me see. Boz, I got my guy Mod Boz in the house. What's going on, Boz? Your boys got a W today. I would give a shout out to y'all, but F y'all. Says y'all better hope Tommy Cutlass does not come to play. Man, nah, he's not. Tommy Cutlass is no longer a Giant. He is a Minnesota Viking, and he is hoping that he gets his opportunity behind Sam Darnold in that Minnesota Vikings offense. Chicken Box says I'm taking a drink too at this point. Yeah, man. Toast. Cheers to you. Yeah. Cheers to you. Let me see. Daniel, I'm gonna end it with this, guys. Daniel Powell III says Lamar is supposed to be a dual threat, but he neglects to use his legs. There were certain spots in this game where I definitely thought that he could have just tucked the ball and ran it, got the first down, got whatever positive play could have been possible in that scenario. But there were also a couple of times in this game where I thought that he should have tucked it and ran it, and he did. I thought that he took a step towards being better with running the football and his decision making in running the football or trying to hold on to it and pass it for a few more seconds. And again, I'll say this one more time before I get off alive. Lamar Jackson, the burst that this guy has, when he decides to take off and run, I mean, it's 10 yards in 2 steps. It's 10 yards in 2 steps. A first down in 2 steps. That's literally what it feels like with Lamar Jackson. He's not that tall, so I know his stride is not that long. I know it's more steps than just 2 per 10 yards, but that's what it feels like. I mean, maybe I'm more so thinking of like 10 yards in like 1 second type thing. That's what it feels like. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy to see. I'll take a couple more comments before we leave. Tyler Brown is in the house. Says Sutton, I did not get to watch much of this game. Busy day in the hospital. I hope everything's okay, Tyler. I really do. Reach out to me privately. Hit me up, message me, direct message me if you need anything, any prayers, anything. I'm here for you. Says so hearing you and the chat vent is giving me life. I want to crash out for y'all. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate. And I say this every time the Ravens lose, that it's unfortunate. But like, this one was just so frustrating because like after that first quarter, nothing got going. The first quarter, I was feeling so comfortable about this one. I was like, okay, this is going to be another Ravens versus NFC game. And, we're just kind of going to cruise to victory. But it didn't happen. Let me see. Simply AS10 says Jeff Zarebeck just said Lamar said his mom cussed him out for not running more. This is news. I did not know this. So I'm not crazy. I'm not an idiot. I'm not insane. Y'all are not insane. We know what's been going on. Lamar Jackson is refusing to run the football in the most crucial of situations. Even his blood mother is telling him this. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, oh my God. Because I know y'all see it too. There's times when, like, Lamar, he has like a 6, 7, 8, 9-yard lead. I mean, he's got the lane. I'm sorry, not the lead, but the lane. He's got a 9-yard lane, and he just does not take it. He would rather throw it up to Zay Flowers. He would rather throw it up to Mark Andrews. He would rather throw it up to Isaiah Likely. When it's like, bro, this is the reason you're so dangerous. Just pick up that 8, 9, 10 yards. Just do it. Just do it real quick. I know we talked about this. Me and Alex talked about this on the pod. We'll talk about it tomorrow, I'm sure. I know he's trying to save himself. He's trying to save his legs for the playoffs, but damn it, you didn't even run in the AFC Championship game. So what the hell are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? I'm just trying to figure it out because I do not know. I'm confused at this point. I'm confused. And I'm so glad that Simply dropped this piece of information in the chat at this time. It was so timely. It was so timely. Man. Daniel says, I hope she did. Yeah, get in his ass, man. Boz says, Lamar mom takes more accountability than Harbaugh. Love that for y'all. Hey, that's how moms are. That's how moms are. Shout out to all the moms out there. If you got a great mom, shout out to you. Shout out to your mom. Moms are great. Moms are awesome, right? Let's just keep it a band. Let's keep it a whole bean right now. Moms are awesome. They really are. They really are. They're everything, if I'm being honest with you. Moms are everything. Shout out to all the moms out there. Let me see what else y'all are saying before I get out of here. Jay and Jack says, Lamar played too cute. Why is he throwing the ball upfield when the receivers are running outs or crossers? I don't know. I feel like Lamar Jackson, he looks for the big play a lot. He does. He looks for the big play very, very often. And I can't fault him for that because, like, I'm kind of the same way. Like, especially, like, think about it. If I'm playing, like, if you're playing Madden or something like that, you're always looking for the big play. Very seldom are you looking for the check down underneath or this or that, you know. But Lamar Jackson, he's a baller. He's a gamer. He wants the big play. I get that. But again, I'll go back to this. Sometimes the big play is just taking off with your legs and getting that first down. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Me and Alex will be back tomorrow on episode whatever of the Purple Rain podcast. Make sure you guys come through. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because we will be live tomorrow reacting again to this game and giving our State of the Ravens address after this game. Me and my guy Simply AS10. That's this guy right here. Love him to death. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and also subscribe to the Simply AS10 YouTube channel as well. He puts out highlight videos every week. Make sure you go ahead and tune into him too. Okay. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Sutton Def, like you see down below. You can follow us on Instagram at the Purple Rain Podcast, like you see that right there. And then lastly, our sponsor is absolutely Manscaped. You can go on manscaped.com. It is the holiday season. Holiday season. Go on Manscaped. Put in the code PRP at checkout. You're going to save 20% off plus free international shipping. And that is the kicker. So again, listen, guys. I'm frustrated. I am. I'm going to take one more post-game sip out of this beer for y'all because I'm pissed off right now. I'm going to do it for y'all. But listen, you got to make sure you come through tomorrow to the live stream. We're going to go live at maybe around like 6 p.m., something like that. So make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll know exactly when we're going live. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to take this last post-game L Ooh, it's a bad taste in my mouth. I'm gonna take this last post game L sip, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right, Rain Gang, I love y'all. Y'all peace out. Make sure y'all stay safe. And again, I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.